So is this on? Am I focused? All right. Well, guys, it looks like I've got another tag here, and this should be a pretty good one. I think it's one that's kind of dying out right now. I'm here on some little stealth pond lake in my area. Got all these prickers all over me. Guess setting up the camera. It's all these little Klingons, tag-alongs. Anyway, I was tagged by, and I'm going to use a sheet here because, you know, I got that problem of CRS, and if anyone knows what that is, you understand. So this is a tag where you do 10 questions about your quarantine and what you've been going through and what you miss and blah, 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 and all that stuff. But I was tagged by Paddle and Hikes. I will put his name up here, and I'll also put it in the description below. He's he got a real good YouTube channel. He's from up around the Montreal area, and if you can't tell by his awesome accent, you can tell he's up there. Pretty sure that's French Canadian. I don't know. I don't want to overspeak, but I'm pretty sure it's French Canadian. And I've got a quarter of French Canadian in me. On my mother's side, my grandmother, her last name was Landry. So anyway, I'm getting off track here. So anyway, thank you, Paddle and Hikes. Go check out his videos. He does a lot of great stuff up around in the Adirondacks, and I particularly like that because I grew up in the Catskill Mountains, but my family, we used to go up into the Adirondacks all the time and just camp and hang out up there, and so I do have kind of a history up in that area, so it's good to see other people doing the Adirondacks. So he's a real good YouTube channel. As a matter of fact, we spoke back a while back, just, you know, conversation and videos. He was going down the Foothills Trail, and every year, not every year, but the past couple years, I've been doing the Foothills Trail, whether a section of it or different areas of it. I'll put a card up here to one of those videos. You can check it out if you want. So let's get into this. So the first question was, how many rolls of toilet paper do I have? Well, it's just my wife and I, and we really didn't get into the whole going out and going crazy about toilet paper thing. As a matter of fact, I might be able to start using this. Nah. Probably won't work too well in the neighborhood. Anyway, but as far as toilet paper goes, we're fine. We'll make it. We'll make it through the toilet paper crisis. So, second question: biggest change since the lockdown? Well, let's see. Not a lot. We don't get out much. My wife and I, we stay home a lot. We work around the yard. I've been getting my garden really together. It's better this year. I got a lot of vegetables and fruits and lettuce and all that going. So that has changed. I did a little bit in the past, but it seems to be more this year. I'm playing my guitar a lot more. So as far as that goes, no, not much has changed since that. So number 3 is, where am I parked? Well, I'm at home. I live down in the southeast portion of Florida. I'm down around an area called Jensen Beach, Stuart, Florida, and it's right on the ocean on the East Coast, and pretty much I'm parked there at home. If I'm not parked there at home, I'm parked on my couch watching Netflix and YouTube videos. So, number 4, what have you gone without? Well, other than the obvious, which is hiking and backpacking, I've gone this time of year. It's May right now. It's starting to get warm here. So backpacking and hiking in Florida, it just gets to be a little warm during the day. At night, it's okay, but then you got to contend with a lot of different bugs and stuff. So I miss not being able to jump in my car and, like I said, run up to, you know, Tennessee, Georgia, North Carolina, and be able to get in the mountains. Number 5, what are you most grateful for? Well, put this in 1 and 2. I'm grateful for the health of my wife, my children, and my grandchildren. I'm happy that we are all healthy at this time. The other thing I'm grateful for is we did not have to suffer that bad economically. Not that we're rich or anything, that by no means that, but we did have income still coming in, and so we've been managing all through this crisis, and hopefully that will continue. Number 6 is, what do you miss the most? Well, again, I miss seeing my my children, my son, and my granddaughter, my grandson, and my daughter. My son lives up in, my stepson, he lives up in Orlando. He's a registered nurse there, right on the front lines of all this. But thankfully, Orlando has not been really seeing a lot of this. But he's right there doing his thing. So, you know, he's young, so we can't get to see him. At my age, we try to avoid being around people. And my daughter and my grandson lives up in that area also. My daughter, she lives down in Broward County, probably the hotbed of this, all in the state of Florida. And she's down there with my granddaughter, who's 5 years old, and I miss her dearly. So yeah, that's what I miss the most. And of course, I miss hiking. Number 7, how long since you've been in a campsite? Well, the last campsite was in, and I'll put a card up there again, was our trip to Kissimmee Lake with my wife. We had a real good time up there, and gosh, I can't remember. That had to be a couple months ago, or at least 2 months ago, and that was the last time actually we've been out camping and hiking. So, what is your favorite quarantine food? Well, we cook a lot. My wife's a great cook. We cook all the time at home. We have gardens. We eat a lot of vegetables, fruits, and fish. And luckily down here in Florida, we have a really, between going out and fishing myself and just the fish and everything's available, we have a lot of seafood down here, and seafood is one of my favorite things. So we eat a lot of healthy foods. So we eat a lot of salads, fruits, fish, occasional steak here and there. But I have noticed that I've been hitting the junk food a little bit more, and it's definitely noticeable. So I got to get out there and work that off somehow. So number 8, which leads right into this. Number 9, how are you exercising? Well, normally I'd be going to LA Fitness. I like going to the gym about 4 or 5 times a week. So now I've been using my bike a lot. I've been riding my bicycle, getting out there, and I've been putting a lot of miles on the bike and doing some walking whenever I can, and some little small park trails around here, some little bit of exercise, working around the yard, cutting my lawn, doing work in the garden, trimming trees, stuff like that. That's basically how I'm getting my exercise. But I do notice a big change in my endurance and everything because I'm not working out at the gym. So number 10, who are you going to challenge now? Well, here's what I'm going to do, guys. I pretty much feel like this quarantine thing is coming to an end for this phase of it. Hopefully, as they're saying, there may be a phase 2 of it, which I really hope there isn't. But I'm going to kind of end it here. I'm not going to challenge anybody. If you want to go out, this is a great video for content. Anybody who wants to get out there and do a video like this, I'd love to watch it. But I'm not going to. I've been doing a lot of these challenges and challenging people, and I just feel sometimes that, I'm just putting people on the spot and making them feel obligated to do this, and that's not what I want to do. So hopefully the quarantine's going to end soon. I've been reading all these prepper things and these negative things about come flu season, come the people out there socializing more, we may get a second wave of this, which might be worse. And economically, if you think about it, when we went into this phase of it, the economy was doing great. Everybody was working, everybody had jobs, it was making money, things were going good. So we went right into this first phase of this COVID-19 in a good economic stance. But think about it, if we go into a second phase of this, there's 30 million people out there applying for unemployment, and a lot of people out of work and have extinguished their savings on just bills and stuff. So we got to watch out for that. So anyway, So back to backpacking, hiking, camping, and all that stuff. If you like my content, I'd appreciate if you would subscribe. Give this old guy a chance. You know, I know all the young studs and pretty little faces out there, they get all the subscribers, but I'm only kidding. Anyway, if you like backpacking, hiking, camping, kayaking, please consider subscribing to this channel. Oh, and I've got 3 new pieces of gear coming in. 2 should be in this week. 1, I'm not sure when it's going to arrive, but they're all really nice pieces of gear. 1 in particular that I should be getting this week, that I'm going to be doing a gear review and an open box on it. So if you don't mind, stay tuned for that. And thanks for watching. And thank you, Paddle and Hikes, for tagging me on this. Hopefully we'll get out there and do some hiking together soon. So thanks a lot, folks. You all have a safe and wonderful day. Bye-bye. Oh, this is a little stealth pond in my neighborhood. Nobody ever comes here, but my wife and I have been coming down here at night and having a little bit of a cocktail hour. So I figured this would be a good place to do a video. So anyway, talk to you guys later. Oh, God, I'm getting old.